11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Charlotte had no problems getting going. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
The differential is the free throw attempts, and that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Points for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 12 big-time rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek Freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Johnny. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession in this way,
which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done
visibly, but not overdone.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
On the offensive boards, he has been a force. Offensive rebounding is all about pursuing.
That's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. And leading by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. And guys, for the Suns, and over to Shaq, what did you think about Phoenix?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
"2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
Easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jabari Parker. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
They've had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving.
For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. See you next time. They lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate.
A little more
That's
confidence
outstanding.
than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Love the dog and Oladipo! That's my guy. Everything has come together for him the last couple of years. He could take a game over on either end, and he's doing it more consistently now.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement
And
of his
now we get
teammates.
the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Tonight, folks, for our broadcast, for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the
Your
folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Straight out of Slovenia, Luka Doncic already exceeding expectations. Tremendous awareness and skill, just enough athleticism. Worked his magic again in the first half. This kid is incredible.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
One all but over already. The Mavericks on top, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long. All over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? A big night so far for Kyle Kuzma. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40, 30, 50, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an
but I don't
outstanding
see
play.
them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a...
For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long. Portland, he comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 15 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly.
I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates
Folks,
great
for our
playmakers.
broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.